Hey, Gutfox here. Today I'm with review and gameplay of Charlie Villanueva. Sorry, I had to squint for that. Ryan Shazier here. Basically, his new team of the week came out, 94 overall. I know a lot of people are salty about the card because he didn't really have a great week on the field, but he's a fast middle linebacker and will allow it. He's also Steeler, so that's why we care about getting him, even though he's kind of overpriced at $595 is what he's going for right now. I got him about $50K less than that. And now we're going to get some gameplay. Here's his speed, tackling, play rec. So, I mean, based on his play rec, his zone's too low, in my opinion, to leave him on his own. So he's strictly a user. That is really disappointing. That's only 82 speed. I mean, Urlacher's got similar low zone. But this Shaz has got a lot of +1s and 2s on its previous card. But the chems are much better. Well, the extra cover linebacker chem. Anyways, take a look at his tackle. I mean, jumping at 95 at 6'1". Yeah, he's going to be kind of, glitchy. He's not tall like Urlacher with the hot hands that can go over the shoulder and get him, but I'm really hoping the jumping pays off. Power moves, 89. He's not going to be a pass rusher, so it doesn't matter. Block shed, 89 with the +2 block shed boost, so solid. I mean, it's actually pretty good for a linebacker. I guess 89 will take it. Play rec, all that good stuff. Hit power, 92, so not the hardest hitting guy, but still a solid number. You'll force some fumbles if you can get some good hit sticks off of him. As we take a look at the rest of the defense here. So he's got field general and cover linebacker ×2. I have cover linebacker coach here combined with bar there to get tier 2 for those two, getting them the +1 speed, which is really the most important stat boost in my opinion. The speed, agility, acceleration for the user. But here's field general, also getting him a +1 speed. So he's 90 speed regularly. He's 92 with these two chems, but he gets that play rec, man, zone coverage, acceleration, play rec, zone coverage there from the cover linebacker, which is extra on this card. So a decent step up from his 90. His 90 is going for, about 150, and this one's going for 595. So that is a significant price difference between the two. I guess let's see if they play like it on the field. This is my playoffs here in All Madden second. So we're going to get to All Madden first. After this playoff, we'll hopefully make a run towards the Super Bowl. But here's the team. Favre, Shazier's a 98 fully chem boosted. A pretty darn good card. And I have used the Sean Taylor outside linebacker. I actually used it a lot on stream yesterday, and I'm sorry for not getting that video out first. I really should have, but things happen. And let me just say, no Ryan Shaziers were injured in the making of this video, which is good because he's as fragile and delicate as Audrey Hepburn. Alright, so we're starting off on defense against a team that's got quite a lot fewer guys there. I tried to blitz. I did use the power move to get past his blocker, but not quick enough before he gets his pass off. He got the Favre. It looks like he's using the Rams book almost with that wide receiver quick. It's a solid play if you can't keep outside and contain or run out there. So here's Shaz meeting him in the hole. Wasn't able to get the knockdown there. Kind of hit the wrong button for that tackle battle. And here he is, fake punting. And I honestly expected him to quit right there after missing that fake punt. I get that a lot, where they get 3 and out, they fake punt, don't get the fake punt because I always run punt cover man on those first punts. I guess he wants to struggle on. So we're just going to run some quick hitting routes. He is bringing the house. I didn't expect him to bring the house this much, so I ran against it expecting kind of a drop-off, but I should have known. He's just going to get aggressive against me. So we'll take our 3 points and move forward. Get back on defense here. So Ryan does have a star underneath him, as you saw with the he was the first 3 guys in my lineup screen. So the guys, those guys will have the star underneath them. He's being usered. Solid run across the field on the drag. Nice little read by him. But I think he's just, kind of zoning in on guys. You'll see here in a little bit. All right, another little pass play. I bit on the play action underneath, and we get home with the pressure. So, of course, he punts it again and fake punts it again. So goes underneath. We knock it down. We're back on offense. But for the fluidity on the field, this Urlacher, this Shaz versus like Urlacher, yeah, he's a little faster, but I don't know. The extra height is quite a big deal as he stuffs my Poe at the goal line. To me, and the hot hands are big to me. Like, so if we can get an upgraded Urlacher, that'd be huge. And compare Urlacher to, say, the Gronk that came out today. I'm not doing an Urlacher review. All right, I'm gonna get to it, but that's right there. I expected him to throw to that trail route, but he was looking deep the whole time. A lot of people, when they run that trail route type system, they see he's open right when he passes that linebacker, and I was hoping to go for that user pick there, but he never ended up throwing it to Shaz. But that's the thing. Like, he can circle well. He can get back to it, but this is something like I didn't feel Urlacher did a bad job of. And this Shaz with 92 speed is +5 speed on Urlacher, which is significant. And using Sean Taylor yesterday, I feel like Urlacher and Sean play the exact same way for me. They're both 6'1", 6'2", good jumping. I think Shaz has got a little bit worse stats, but he's middle linebacker and gets his chems. Even with the chem being up there, with both of them full chem, I think Sean Taylor is the better player, personally, just stats-wise. But they feel almost identical on the field, so you can get either one of them really for your scheme. Because I have Sean Taylor at free safety. That's why he will not stay in my lineup, because I just love Sean Taylor there at free safety. Love everything he brings to my defense, being height and everything. And I feel like there's a lot better linebackers out there right now than there are free safeties. Yeah, you get the Clinton Dix and a couple other good players. Harrison Smith's okay. He's 89 speed. As I try to hurdle over the hit stick, I didn't get through there. But I don't know. I don't think I was that impressed with this Shaz over his last one. He's got, +1 speed, +3 with the boosts over his last card, or +2 with the field general boost on the last one there too. But the +2s overall, the Shaz is great as Poe. We get the strip and then the fumble return, but he's still sticking in the game for us. We're just moving around the field. He's very fluid. He can stop. He's not as agile as Sean Taylor, but he is very good there. And I do think I missed the hot hands. I'm not getting the animations that I expect with this card, as we are able to get the pressure into him before he's able to throw the ball off. So yeah, I don't know what your guys' experience with Shaz cards are. They've been my user just about all year until I got Urlacher. Here's another fake punt. I don't know why he keeps running this. Keeps trying different guys though. Maybe it'll go, and nope, we'll pick it. We'll lose a couple yards of field position though. Oh, took the hit stick from Jalen Ramsey took the hit stick from him. But when I said before that Shaz, feels good but not great, I'm just comparing it really to his price. He's $5.95, which is a very expensive price for what I can see is a kind of minimal upgrade on the field where you can get somebody 4 times less expensive. Let's move on to his traits here though. Clutch, no, which is really too bad. But you're usering, I don't know how many of these things really take into effect when you're usering. I would say absolutely none of the defensive ones do. Maybe he gets some extra stats for the clutch, but those clutch stats doesn't really add speed or anything you really want as a user. More adds more mental stats. High motor, yes. Swim moves, no. Spin moves, no. Bull rush move, yes. Big hitter, yes. The big hitter is really when the CPU takes over, the land more hit stick. So that is important if you end up having 2 linebackers and you sometimes use a Shaz, sometimes use Urlacher as the other linebacker. Plays ball in air balance, again, a CPU trait. Nothing that you use her as a... And watch this. I tried to rack that with Moss, but he kept up man-to-man and single over-the-top coverage. I did not expect that against Moss. Anyways, yeah, so the Shaz, obviously a phenomenal card. Do I think he's worth the price tag he's going for right now with his speed over... Sean Taylor is just a better player. If you don't have free safety Sean Taylor, get the outside linebacker Sean Taylor and user him. Woo-hoo-hoo. That was a little we need to tip drill Mike Evans out there. But yeah, for you all Steelers squad guys, a Shaz card is basically a must-have. I don't know if this is a must-have. If you have a lot of coins, then I think he is definitely very valuable on the field. He can really catch up and make plays that you wouldn't really make with many other linebackers with his speed. But the fact that his spec catch is so low at, 59, his catch and traffic 56, he's not going to get the animations that Urlacher gets. Yeah, Urlacher might not be able to make the same... be in the same spot that Shaz is. Shaz can get the spots, maybe Urlacher can't. And Shaz is as fast as most every single receiver in the game. But does that make up for the fact that maybe he doesn't get those, lurk catches? You know what I'm talking about, those lurk catches underneath where you kind of lurk down and then jump up over the top. He isn't the tallest. He's not going to compete that way. There's a drop pick by our defense again. But the thing is, Shaz is okay on his own. If you're not going to use him, he's not worth it because his zone coverage is so low. I mentioned that earlier. The play rec, diagnosing run versus pass, 89. Very solid, especially boosted with his stats. Here is the second game of my playoffs. It does seem to me that the playoffs will match you against somebody else in any other division in the playoffs because having 2 guys with much lower overall squads, I didn't see that at all during the regular season in All Madden Second, but I did see it here twice in a row in the playoffs in All Madden Second. So you'd feel like it'd be reversed, but I think that's the way EA matches teams up against each other is based on the playoffs. Maybe it's based on, Hearthstone does the arena mode, whereas if you have 0 wins, you go against guys with 0 wins, 1, 2, and so on. So that way it's more like you go against guys in your level, or maybe it is what it is. This guy drops the ball, unfortunately, for Carson. Yeah, well, I guess it feels like real life for Carson then. Nice little scramble there to pick up the first down and 4th down. I was like, oh, man, can't let that go by. But what are you guys' thoughts on this Shaz? Do you guys have the coins to use them, buy them? I might keep them. I'll probably keep them in my lineup. I don't know what I'm going to do with chems, though. That's the only issue. Because he does take up a coach spot for his cover linebacker chem, and I don't know if I'm going to keep Barr. Oh, my goodness. That ball went up higher in the air than it went down the field. That thing was like a foul ball with how far it went up in the air. But we ended up catching it and getting it for ourselves, the interception. But overall, yeah, having 2 opponents didn't really test the user much. I could have gone across the field, but it was one-on-one deep with Randy Moss against Revis. And just like the Patriots and Jets, what was that, 09? Just, streak down the field, let Revis pull himself a hamstring, and Moss can show him what for with the best receiver in the league and what he does. Anyways, down the seam, this game is just about under wraps with Shaz. Not much else to say about him. EA, whatever. I don't mind what cards they do. I know a lot of people got heated about it. I talked about it a little earlier. Just give us cool cards. Team of the Week is supposed to reward good playing, but it is what it is. Thanks for watching. Call to action. I will see you tomorrow.